Ed, I was just really impressed overall by how the switch was pulled off. Can you speak to that sort of collaborative acting? Because, if Brady isn't able to imitate your, behavior as an adult and vice versa, it doesn't really work. But I was just impressed by everyone in the cast, even the baby and the dog. They were really able to, act like the other person.
I think the baby and the dog probably did the best
It
version,
had to have.
but
Like,
but yeah, I think I really appreciate your saying that, and it speaks to the homework that we did. We really studied each other's mannerisms and behavior. We talked a lot about
yeah.
kind of what and like critiqued each other. We had a movement coach that helped sort of coordinate some of that stuff, but then honestly, the physical stuff is almost the easy part. The harder part is really sort of getting into the mindset and the spirit of the other character. And again, that just came from a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of it is just getting to know the other person, but then also like really dialing in on the character as they're written in the script.
And Brady, you get to go from being, the very intelligent school kid that's dealing with some jerks to being your dad who's reliving his high school glory days and having a blast being in that environment. How was it kind of showing both sides of the high school experience in one film?
Yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. I think it definitely goes to show that there's a lot of different aspects to high school, and people definitely have different times in high school. I mean, Wyatt was definitely not living it up in high school like his pops was back in the day, and I think that was a lot of fun to play that switch, and it gave me a little bit of a challenge to almost play that nerdier role. I think I found it easier to play that dad because I just have seen Ed so much, and being able to like watch his mannerisms and how laid back he is. I mean, I think that was the easy part for me.
And Ed, you get one of the coolest scenes in the film. You get the rock out with Weezer and Rivers Cuomo. How cool was it, finding out that the rest of Dad Are Alive was Weezer of all people?
Yeah, that was nuts. So McG, our director, has obviously an extensive music video background and is like deep into the rock world. And at a certain point, he's like, "Yeah, Rivers and Weezer are on board. They're psyched to do this." And I was like, no way. And then not only did we get them on board, but they showed up and they were so enthusiastic and funny and committed and a blast to work with.